My fellow Americans, good evening. My name is Governor Watts, and as some of you know, I am the governor of the great state of California. I've been selected by the third parties in the United States to present the official third-party response to President Trump's 2018 State of the Union address. Because of the limited amount of time and interest allotted third parties in this country, I've been asked to focus on three issues, the first of which is drugs. President Trump announced in his State of the Union that he wants the price of drugs to be lower rather than higher. This is remarkably in accordance with the platform of each and every third party in this country, especially one of the major members of our coalition, the Libertarian Party, which insists not only that all drug prices should be lower, but that they should also be legal. The Libertarian Party insists that medical marijuana prices are far too high. They also convey that the price of other drugs are too high as well, from prescription opioids to heroin. The Libertarian Party insists that the free market will take care of this, while the Green Party, another major member of our coalition, insists that the price differential should be made up by subsidies. The Peace and Freedom Party conveys that any discrimination between the different types of drugs would violate the Equal Protection Clause to the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. That takes care of drugs. Issue number two, trade. Trump insists that many of our trade deals are unfair and need to be renegotiated. And personally, I could not agree more. In 8th grade, I traded a Shivan Dragon to Dewey Tran, who gave me a Jean-Luc Picard black bordered card from the Star Trek The Next Generation collectible card game in return. As it turned out, that was a horrible trade. The Star Trek The Next Generation card game promptly went defunct, rendering the value of the Jean-Luc Picard card exactly zero, while the Shivan Dragon, a part of the Magic the Gathering collectible card game, has endured it in its value over the last several years. 20 years, in fact. A Shivan Dragon today is worth as much as it was 20 years ago. The Jean-Luc Picard card is not. Bad trade deal needs to be renegotiated. Issue number three, permitting. President Trump believes that it is too hard to get permits in this country. I also agree with that. When I was 15, I had to take a test to get my permit. I was behind the wheel of the car, and I unfortunately got the woman referred to in Morgan Hill, California as the Dragon Lady. Now that's not a racist term, she was a literal dragon. She breathed fire as I drove the car and also severely criticized me for moving into a crosswalk while a pedestrian had not completely gotten out of the way. The Dragon Lady reported me to the police. I was handcuffed and arrested and taken to the local jail. Now the Dragon Lady ruined my life for the next year. Not only did I not receive my permit, but I had to wait another 5 years before I could apply for another. 5 years is far too long. As President Trump mentioned, the Empire State Building was built in only 12 months. How have we gotten to the point where it takes 5 years just to get a permit? Frankly, it's absurd. And the United Federation of Planets and Third Parties insists that the permit time be cut in half. No more than 2.5 years after any vehicular manslaughter charge before one may obtain one's driving permit again. My name is Governor Watts. I'm the governor of the great state of California, and I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube account, where I'll make more pronouncements like this. You'll learn about the third parties in this country, and also I'll give you $1.